I'm going to reveal 3 secrets that women never want men to discover. Secrets that expose how we really think when we're being loyal. You trusted her completely, but she was playing a different game entirely. And the cruelest part? She convinced you that you were the problem. Before I tell these uncomfortable truths, smash that subscribe button and hit notifications. Comment below with your location. I want to see how many men worldwide need to hear this. Because what I'm sharing today, this information most women would never dare expose. As a woman, I'm about to break the code of silence. These aren't just observations. They're confessions about tactics I've personally used. You've been conditioned to trust our words over your instincts. Today, I'm teaching you to decode our real intentions behind the sweet words. Deception number 1. It's just a night out with my girlfriends. When we suddenly need more friend time, pay attention to the real agenda. We're not lying exactly, but we're definitely not telling the whole truth. We're engineering situations where other men can see us, and we can see them. Picture this. She comes home from work and casually mentions that Sarah wants to have a girls' night this Friday. Nothing unusual, right? But then she spends 2 hours getting ready. More effort than she's put into date nights with you in months. When you ask where they're going, she waves her hand dismissively and says something about just grabbing drinks somewhere downtown. Here's what's really happening behind those innocent friend dates. We're reminding ourselves what it feels like to be pursued by someone new. We tell ourselves it's harmless socializing, but we're actually conducting market research. We're comparing how other men make us feel versus how you make us feel. The psychology is simple. We're creating emotional distance through external validation. When that bartender flirts with us, when that stranger buys us a drink, when we feel that spark of being desired by someone new, we're measuring it against the comfort zone you've become. Want to know if it's really innocent? Watch for these behaviors. She puts more effort into her appearance for these nights than date nights with you. She becomes evasive when you ask basic questions about her evening. Her stories about the night are suspiciously vague or overly detailed. She's emotionally withdrawn the following day. That's guilt manifesting. Here's the mental process we don't want you to understand. Every interaction with other men becomes a comparison study. We're not cheating physically, but we're shopping emotionally. The moment we feel more excitement with strangers than with you, we've crossed a line. We're building a case for why we deserve better treatment. Deception number 2. He's completely platonic. Now for the most dangerous lie, the one that ends relationships slowly. When we insist a man is just platonic, we might even convince ourselves it's true. But let me reveal what's actually happening in our psychology. We're auditioning a replacement while keeping you as our safety net. She mentions him casually at first. Maybe a coworker who helped her with a project, or someone she met at the gym. She tells you how funny he is, how you'd probably like him if you met him. She laughs at his texts while you're watching TV together, then quickly explains that he just sent something hilarious about work. Here's the reality about our platonic male friends. We rarely maintain friendships with men we've never considered romantically. Every male friend represents either a past option, current possibility, or future backup. We share intimate details with him that we withhold from you. We respond to his humor more enthusiastically than yours. The psychology is this. We're creating emotional intimacy with someone else while maintaining physical loyalty to you. We justify it as friendship, but we're already investing emotional energy elsewhere. Want to know if he's really just a friend? Look for these patterns. Her entire demeanor changes when discussing him. She becomes protective when you express reasonable concerns. She starts making subtle comparisons between you and him. Her energy levels spike after communicating with him. She develops shared references and inside jokes that exclude you. Here's what we'll never admit directly. We're conducting a trial run for a potential relationship. Every conversation with him is an evaluation of his boyfriend's potential. We justify this as friendship, but we're already emotionally investing elsewhere. The moment we think he understands me better, your relationship is in danger. Deception number 3. I need time to discover myself. And now, the most manipulative lie of all, the disguised breakup. When we request space for personal growth, we're not confused about anything. We've already reached our decision. Space is just our exit strategy. We're giving ourselves permission to explore alternatives without guilt. She sits you down for the talk, tells you she loves you but needs some space to figure things out. She says she's been feeling lost lately, that she needs to focus on herself and her goals. She assures you it's not about you, it's about her journey of self-discovery. She wants to remain friends, stay in touch, maybe even continue seeing each other occasionally. Here's the truth about our self-discovery phase. We don't need time to figure anything out. We need time to transition away. We're creating emotional distance while maintaining plausible deniability. We've already mentally ended the relationship. The space makes it official. The psychology is this. We're managing our own guilt while keeping you as emotional support. We don't want to feel like the bad guy, so we frame it as personal growth rather than rejection. Want to know if she's really finding herself? Notice these signs. She eliminated you from her future plans weeks before requesting space. She became emotionally neutral toward your presence. Not angry, just absent. She manufactured conflicts to justify creating distance. Her personal journey somehow doesn't include the person closest to her. Here's what we're not telling you about this space. It's not a temporary pause. It's a permanent transition. We're not returning. We're just making the ending more comfortable for ourselves. We likely already have someone else we're emotionally invested in. The self-discovery is just us waiting for the perfect moment to make our exit. Now that you understand our main deceptions, let me show you the pattern. In every story, we redirect blame onto you for being suspicious. We label you as controlling, jealous, or insecure. Anything to stop your investigation. We create situations where questioning our behavior makes you the villain. The psychology is this. We're using guilt manipulation to protect our options. Here's why these deceptions are so effective against good men. You assume we operate with the same moral code you do. You want to be the secure partner who doesn't monitor anything. Culture has programmed you to believe questioning women shows weakness. But here's reality. A woman who genuinely respects you won't create situations that require questioning. You want to know what genuinely attracts us? It's counterintuitive. It's the man who doesn't require our approval to feel confident. It's the man who would choose his self-respect over keeping us. It's the man who trusts his observations more than our explanations. The harsh truth. We're most attracted to men we can't control. Here's how to handle it when you detect these deceptions. Don't debate. Don't beg. Don't try to prove your case. Simply observe, trust your instincts, and respond accordingly. The moment you stop seeking our explanations is when we start respecting you. And if we don't respond with respect, then you have your answer. I'm sharing this because I wish someone had educated the men in my past. We're not malicious. We're just wired for different survival strategies. We test because we need to know you're strong enough to handle our complexity. We deceive because we're terrified of losing our security and options. But the man who sees through everything, that's the man we actually want to keep. Here's the secret most women will never reveal. We want you to be the man who doesn't fall for our deceptions. We want you to be strong enough to walk away if we're not honoring you. We want you to prioritize yourself over us, because that's what makes us prioritize you. The moment you stop needing us to be faithful is when we want to be faithful to you.